Hello, hello, welcome back. We are on to Fungus, I believe. Yes, Fungus. Pathostasis, metabolic chump. This time Terrasite. What's up with that? Well, we will have to find out. Mega Brutal, named Kesha, because she's going to destroy the world anyways. She might as well have her own game dedicated to it. Alright, Kesha begins in India, their budding singing career. Now, I'm going to try something a little bit different for virus. Normally what I would do is I'd get rash, go all the way to skin lesions, blah 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 blah. This time I'm just going to go mass land infection. Fungus is worthless in air and sea, so we're just going to go land and we're just going to hope that we can spore out a couple of things here. So there's one, we need 4 for vomiting. There's 4, get the voms, get the cough, cough is 6. Now, ship snooze, new sterilization. I will get ship 1 to counteract the sterilization. And it's actually good that we got ship, because ship is the best one. If you get plane, it's not as good. Canadians celebrate Hay-Havert Treaty. The day that Alaska became part of Canada. Americans outraged. Yeah, how dare they celebrate holidays where they legally acquired land? What fucking jerks. Alright. So, we're just gonna wait. It's gonna take a bit. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, 7, got it. Alright, coughing. So now we have coughing, projectile vomiting combo, and that will be good. And now we're going to go ahead and just get a big old batch of spores. We're going to hope we spread to the west with this, but we're not going to because we are not loved by the game, which is fine. Onward, we need bird 1 and 2. The game actually gives you a discount on bird as a fungus, which means buy it, because the game's probably telling you it's a good idea to get it. Oh, hey, we have the zoom function. High levels of bird migration. Convenient. It does sometimes pop up when you get bird. Here's your bird migration event. Anemia has mutated. Excellent. And things are slowing down, so let's get another batch of spores. They're all worthless, except for the one in Africa. Get water 1, and we're going to want to get extreme zoonosis at some point. Upgrade lets ships be infected. Woo. So we should probably start working towards extreme zoonosis as soon as we get... That's 11. I knew that. As soon as we get some more. Come on. Come on. Sneezing. Fine symptom. We're going to get detected in India pretty quickly here, though. 16. Get some cute little mice. New minor disease spreading. Get livestock. India starts working on cure. How dare they? Come on. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. There we go. Now the spreading begins. And we get rats too. Now, the problem with fungus is that it can take a little bit to spread, because it is kind of necessary to have the really, really high levels of transmission, because otherwise land transmission isn't that effective. That's why we take Terrasite. You'll start to see that we spread really fast now. So we get the zoonosis. We're good. And I think that's really all we need right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get the cold 1 and 2, just to give my disease a little bit of time to spread. And then afterwards we can deal with whatever countries are left over. I lied. It's taking too long. Hey, we spread to the west, and we got something in South America and North America. That is good. It's probably going to be hard to get Greenland, so just keep that in mind. Save some of your spores for Greenland, because they're jerky McJerkersons, and they don't like us. Don't get me wrong, I love lethal symptoms, but it's just not working out for me. Alright, there's Sweden. Because we have a lot of the really, really... how would I how would I distinguish this? There are symptoms that are transmissions for spreading from country to country, and there are transmissions for spreading in a country. And we have a lot of symptoms for spreading within a country, which is nice. And there's South America. Okay. Now what are we missing? We're still missing a lot, so we're going to want to sit tight here. We do want to start killing people, though, so we are going to get necrosis as soon as we can. Fungus is actually one of the few diseases where you can mutate necrosis really early on, or any lethal symptom at that, and still make it out with a victory or a very close victory. Diarrhea is fine. I'm mutating necrosis anyways. And we might get a combo. What are we at? We're still in a pretty bad way. I think we just have to go for it. I'm going to start evolving these one at a time. Because if I don't, sometimes they can overlap. And that's not very good. It's going to be a little annoying to watch, but trust me, it is for the greater good. Alright, there's that. Alright, what are we at? Australia is the one that's missing. Okay. So, because Australia is missing, we may have to do a little bit of a time lapse here. Because even if Australia does become infected through either spore hardening or any of the other things that can infect it, it's going to take a while. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut to that, and I will rejoin you in just a moment. Alright, we're back. Now, the reason why Fungus can be so annoying is because it can take like 3 years game time to actually kill anyone. And the reason is, Fungus is really bad at spreading into countries, especially islands like Australia. So what you do is you get extreme zoonosis, and then this will pop up when there's one country left. Non-human infection of Australia. It's because we have extreme zoonosis. Australia is now infected, even though it didn't spread through normal means. Now, this will only happen when you've almost wiped out the entire world and there's one country left. It's basically a saving grace, if you will. But the problem is it happens way too often. Your best bet is to get lucky on the country spread and hit all the countries with your spores. But unfortunately, we didn't get lucky with our spores. Our final spore cloud missed Australia, which meant we had to wait forever to get here. So it's really annoying on Mega Brutal, and it doesn't impact your score that much, because your score is mainly based on the level of the cure, but it can be just really boring to sit back and watch forever and ever and ever. So, hope you understand my impatience. But that is why we have the fast forward feature. You got to see none of it, and I got to sit here and be bored. But that being said, Fungus is kind of fun if you ignore the fact that sometimes you do actually have to wait for like 2 years game time to actually do anything. But if I was looking for constant non-stop action where the game is really, really easy and there's no strategy involved, I'd play Nyxplosion. So, just saying. And Australia will slowly fall. And I'm going to maximize my score by getting these, so I can't quite get them all. And yeah, your score is mostly affected by the rate of the cure. Time is a factor, and DNA is a factor, and all that stuff, but it's mainly the cure. Alright. And we just get to wait for Australia to burn. And maybe if I was doing a video, I probably should have gotten more lethal symptoms so Australia would die faster. Or we could do another speed up. And we're done. In just 1,111 days. It usually doesn't go on that long, but we got a little unlucky, and I had to unspec from one of my lethal diseases because Canada was dying faster than it was being infected, which means New Zealand took forever to kill. But that's how you do Fungus. You probably won't get as unlucky as I do. Your Spore Burst will hopefully infect 3 countries at a minimum, but if it doesn't, sometimes you just gotta wait it out. But that's Fungus. Ignore flying, just get full-on animal infection, and just pop your spores at reasonable intervals, and you should beat it just fine. Thanks for watching.